don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Obama. Obama. Obama.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. First down. Here's a run with Anderson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the 50, it's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10.
Come back.
From the 50, it's Watson. And incomplete to open things up.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Watson drops it to Blue, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Richmond, come back.
Watson looks to throw again. He hits Blue. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's Watson now on second down. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's and it's a fumble. And the Rams have got it back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Gurley. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 14 yards there on the pickup. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. They gained nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. Now it's Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Come back. Richmond.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of a couple. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson taking it in, and the Texans are in for 6. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham able to drop him for a loss of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun. Gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Missed.
He will not go down. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. 2
of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Hey, black 22! Black 22!
Now Watson going to sneak it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Watson on the sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Watson going to sneak it. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Super one. Starting left here.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the pistol, it's Gurley. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, kill him with something else.
Caught here by Griffin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Target. Black 22. Black 22. Richmond. Target.
And now he'll tuck it in low. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Green,
He can run for it, and he will. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Reset.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Come back, come back. Down. Move ready. Move ready. Check 26, check 26.
Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Watson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. If they have to use timeouts, what are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Tiger. Hey, black 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Watson. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they'll indeed take a knee. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they will take a knee here. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Tiger.
Now Watson. That's going to be caught. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag. Watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. And that'll carry over the back line. The end zone for a touchback. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Aaron Donald in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. 49 yards on the ground. Right back to him on 1st down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On first down, Brady. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Right. Tough. Right. Yeah.
Brady. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give running left for Gurley. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
Super one.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try it. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. To throw is Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, 58 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point good by Gronkowski. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 30, the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Brady now on 1st down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now Brady. On the crossing route, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up third and long.
Ready? Hold 50. 31. Go. Out. Go.
Brady going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Ready? We go.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. They try right side here, Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Gone. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you want.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for and he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another carry now for Gurley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Five.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Third and long. It's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he fends him off. And his throw is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Brady will try again on second down. And a dump off to White. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Brady now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Go, 66.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's go.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And able to find Dorsett. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And Brady will sneak it. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll get 3 there on the sneak, but it still leaves him with a 3rd down. Brady's going to sneak it.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And he's able to put it through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. And now out come the Patriots. Back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Brady now to throw. He's got it. The tight end Allen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Brady now on 1st down. Finding room inside the 40. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Go, 12, go.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, 5. Two.
From the gun on third down. Gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
12. Start left here. 14.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll look to set up his blockers. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen has it, left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady. Second all-time in fourth-quarter comebacks.
And even though he's second all-time, it feels like first in all the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to have the ball in this situation.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And Allen's got it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Allen. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. Good footwork at the 30. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 49 yards.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
He's back to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They hand this one to Gronk. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They get it to him running left. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Goes underneath here to White. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. This is White on the screen. And now running right through it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? You're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Here we go. 17. 17. 17. Maverick. Harbaugh. Al, we go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Listen.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Goff. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Lawrence Guy in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. Oh, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And some space here.